All right, we got it up and going. Too many people are going live right now. So I didn't expect that, but it wouldn't let me sign on. So luckily I got in there. I guess I snuck in between some other people. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a Pilates-based workout today. All mat, carpet, just be in a comfy spot. All you need is yourself. I'm gonna walk you through full body movement. We'll start with a little warm up, okay? And you know, with Pilates, I'm always gonna talk about that core connection. Okay guys, so hang with me, move slow, engage the core, and we'll have a great workout. Hopefully this thing doesn't kick me off. Okay, I see you guys are coming on. That's awesome. Okay, all right guys, here we go. So, you wanna be right in the center of your mat. We're gonna start with just 2 simple roll downs. So right off the bat, you wanna get those feet just underneath your hips, okay? You wanna grow nice and tall through the crown of your head. Bring those arms up and overhead. Wrap those shoulder blades down and around the ribs. That belly button is already pulled up and in, nice and tight. You're gonna exhale as you nod that chin, rounding that spine, rolling nice and slow all the way down to the floor. Tailbone stays heavy. Once you're down at the bottom of your full range of motion, okay, you're gonna stay right there, holding that stretch through the back line of the leg. You're gonna softly bend that right knee, keeping that heel down, connected to the floor. Go ahead and straighten that right leg back out. Softly bend that left knee. Alternating those knees. Little bend and extend, keeping those heels glued to the floor. So I want you to feel that solid connection through the entire sole of the foot. Core is still pulled up and in, nice and tight. Good, you're here for 4. Good, last 3. With every exhale, melt into this a little bit deeper. Last 2. Good, on your next one, when both legs are straight, you're gonna roll 1 vertebrae at a time all the way back up to standing, taking it nice and slow. Your head is the last thing to rise, and we're gonna go 1 more time like that, getting nice and deep. Exhale, nod that chin, round that spine, rolling all the way down to the floor. Get those fingertips as close to the floor as you can. Little bit deeper with every exhale. Softly bend that right knee. Extend, softly bend that left knee. A little bend and extend, feeling that deep stretch through the hamstrings, through the back leg. Good, belly button's pulled up and in, nice and tight. You're here for 4. Good, last 3. Good, you've got 2. Good, you guys, on the next one, when your legs are both nice and straight, we're gonna roll 1 vertebrae at a time all the way back up to standing. Warming up that spine a little bit. Okay, we're gonna start with wide second plie. So you want those feet more than shoulder width distance apart, okay? Toes are turned out at a 45-degree angle. Already got that core pulled up and in nice and tight. We're gonna start with some simple plies. So you're gonna exhale as you bend those knees, arms come up overhead. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you lower, opening up those knees over your second toe. Okay, so you want to find that opening through the inner thighs. With a plie, your tailbone is nice and heavy, so unlike a squat where we tilt forward, we don't want to tilt forward on a plie, okay? We want to stay nice and tall, lifting up through the crown of the head, keeping those shoulder blades wrapping the ribs. So every time I pick my arms up, I'm reminded that my arms live in my back, okay? Those shoulder blades wrap the ribs. Good, core is nice and tight, belly button is pulled up and in. Good, nice and slow and controlled. Every time I lower, I open up those inner thighs nice and wide. Good. Inhale as you rise. Good, we've got 4 more just like this. Good, last 3. Good, you've got 2. Good, you guys, on this next one, we're going to be holding that plie. So you're going to hold it nice and low, opening up those inner thighs. You should feel a little shake from opening up that deeply. Okay, belly button is pulled up and in. From here, we're going to go around the world. So we're going to be arcing through the body, okay? So we're going to inhale, arcing up and over to the right, rolling through center, up and over to the left, and back up through the middle. Good, switching directions, arcing through the left, rolling through center, arcing over to the right, and back up through the middle. Alternate direction. So it doesn't matter which direction you're going, as long as you're alternating your starting side. Good, I want you to imagine that there's something sharp underneath your waistline, okay? And you're lifting up and over. So we're not crunching that side body or the front of the body, but we're lifting up and over, growing taller as we roll through this so you have a nice long waistline. Keeping those inner thighs open over that second toe. Good, you guys, it's gonna be the last one. Up and over, arcing nice and deep. Breathing through this. Good, the next time you're back at center, you're gonna hold it right there. We're gonna start to peel those heels up. So we're gonna peel that right heel 1 inch off the floor, set it back down. Peel that left heel, set it back down. So it's a little tiny lift and lower, nothing crazy. I want you to find control in your movement. Okay, so keep opening up those inner thighs, keep that belly button pulled up and in. Tiny little lift and lower. I'm already starting to get shaky. Good, you guys. Tiny little lift and lower. Good, keeping those arms up overhead. Good, growing nice and tall. Wrap those shoulder blades around the ribs. Good, you guys, breathing through this. Good, your inner thigh spirals towards the ceiling to pick up that heel. Okay, tiny little lift and lower. Good, you're here for 6. Good, you guys. You're here for 5. Good, I feel that little shake every time I put my heel down. You're here for 4. Whew. You're here for 3. Good. Last 2. Good, you guys, good, good, good. On your next one, you're gonna hold that right heel up. Hold it up and lift it. Tiny little pulse. Tiny little lift and lower. Good, you guys, this is initiating from those inner thighs, that little lift, that little lower. Good. It's 1 inch up and 1 inch down. You should be pretty shaky with that right heel lifted off the floor. Left heel is down, right heel is lifted. I'm still opening up those inner thighs. My tailbone is heavy. Whew. Good, we're here for 6. You gotta switch sides. We're here for 5. Whew. Last 4. Good, you guys, you've got 3. Last 2. Set that right heel down. Let's pick up that left heel. Tiny little lift and lower. You got this. Come on. Tiny little lift and lower. Right? I can't tell you how happy it is that you guys, how happy it makes me that you guys are joining me for this workout. Good. Tiny little pulse. Keep opening up those inner thighs. You're here for 6. Good. Last 5. I can't see what you're saying from here, but I can see the comments, you guys. Good. You're here for 3. Good. Last 2. You know what's coming, right? Hold both heels. Both heels are up. Find that control and that balance through the ball of the foot, okay? I'm shaking. I'm shaking a lot. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, we're going to go for 6. 6 little pulses. 1 inch up and 1 inch down for 5. Woo! For 4. Good. Last 3. Woo! You got 2. On the next one, just hold. Hold and breathe for 6. For 5. For 4, last 3, last 2. Set those heels down, rise up, guys. I'm really warm. I don't know about you guys. Okay, so shake that out. Okay, we're gonna come into some plank work. So I'm gonna turn to my side to face you. Okay, we're gonna start with some walkouts, all right? So bringing those arms up and overhead again. Core is nice and tight always. Exhale as you nod that chin, round that spine, rolling down towards the mat, walking those hands out into a nice plank position. Connect to your plank, and then you're gonna walk it all the way up and back. Rolling all the way back to start. Taking these a little bit faster than we did with those roll downs in the beginning. Getting that heart rate up. Now if your knees need to bend on this, absolutely fine. Try to get them a little bit straighter each time you walk yourself out. Okay, we're aiming for 2 straight legs. Good, you guys. Good, connect to that plank, get that booty down, wrap those shoulder blades around the ribs, walk it on back up. We're gonna go 2 more times just like that. Okay guys, on this next one we're gonna be holding it low, holding it in that plank. So you're gonna walk it all the way out, connect to that beautiful plank. Okay, get that booty down, wrap those shoulder blades down and around the wrist. I like to think about myself pulling those shoulder blades down towards my waistline. Okay, from here we're gonna go into lateral toe taps. So you're gonna take your right toes and you're gonna step them out to the side and then bring them back. Step out your left toes and then bring them back. Good, little reach and back to center. Little reach and back to center. Alternating those toe taps to right, out to the left. It's not gigantic. I don't want the rest of your body to move, okay? So the rest of the body is nice and stable. Core is tight. Shoulders are away from my ears. I've got that little dome, that little lift between my shoulder blades. Find that lift from the core, from that powerhouse at the center of your body. Whew. Good, you guys, you're here for 6. Good, for 5. Last 4. Whew. Hip dips are next, last 3. You've got 2. Good, on the next one, holding your plank, we're gonna roll those hips. So it's a little roll, little twist to the right, little twist to the left. Little twist to the right, little twist to the left. Tiny little twist from that waistline, okay? So I want you to think about your waistline like a little bottle cap. Okay, you're tightening that cap. It's a little twist, small and intense, right from the waist. Good, not a crazy dip. I want you to stay nice and stable, connected through that shoulder girdle. Okay, you're lifted up between those shoulder blades. For 4. Whew, for 3. If you need to set your knees down, go ahead and then get right back into it. You're here for 2. Good, on the next one, hold your plank at center. We're gonna take that right knee to our elbow, extend it out, leg nice and long, and give a little kick to the side. Take it long, right knee to right elbow, take it out, give a kick. Good, we've got 4 more like that on this side. Good, knee to elbow, out, and give a kick. 2 more. Knee to elbow, take it out, give a kick. Good, there's my doorbell. You got this, your last one. And bring it out, let's go other side. Knee to elbow, extend it out, give a kick. Knee to elbow, take it out, give a kick. So working through that lateral line a little bit. You've got 4. Last 3. Good, you guys. Last 2. Hang on, this is it. Last 1. And take those knees down, guys. Woo, nice. Okay. We got some squat work, so I'm gonna get you off those wrists for a little bit. All right. So I'm gonna turn to the side so you guys can kind of see my profile for squats, okay? Because unlike plies, you're gonna allow that torso to tilt down. So we want those feet about shoulder width distance apart. All 10 toes are parallel, shining straight forward, okay? We're just gonna come into a full range of motion squat. So you're gonna exhale as you take it low, inhale as you rise up. Exhale as you take it low, inhale as you rise up. So as you take this little squat, I want you to think about reaching your sitting bones down and back at a diagonal. Okay, that's the only reason my torso tips, because I find that reach first, my torso tilts forward just a bit, okay? Those arms up overhead lengthens out of the waistline. So you find that nice long body, that nice diagonal from the crown of the head to the tailbone. I'm gonna try and catch my breath for you guys before I keep talking. Every time you lower down into this squat, you're drawing that belly button up and in nice and tight, so we're not letting that core dump. My knees are tracking with my first toe and second toe. You want to watch for that alignment every time. Good, we've got 4 more here. Good, last 3. Last 2. Keep tightening that core. Good, you guys. On the next one, you're gonna hold it low, okay? We've got that long line from the crown of the head to the tailbone. We've got that core nice and tight. We've got our knees tracking with big toe, second toe. Arms are gonna stay up overhead, so we get the nice long waistline. From here, we're gonna give a little pulse. Little 1 inch up and 1 inch down. This little pulse is initiating from those sitting bones. So I want you to think about the sitting bones narrowing to pick you up, and then they broaden and spread to lower. Narrow to pick you up, broaden and spread to get lower. So you'll feel it a lot deeper if you think about the movement coming from there. Tiny little lift and lower. Whew, I'm hot. Good. You're here for 6. Good. Nice, you guys. You're here for 5. Last 4. Tiny little pulse. All 10 toes are on the floor. Last 3. Good. You've got 2. On your next one, hold it right there. Now we're going to play with those arms a little bit. We're going to exhale as we bring those arms down. Inhale as we bring them up overhead. Exhale as you bring them down. Inhale, pick them up and overhead. Good. Exhale. Inhale, shoulder blades wrap my ribs. Good. Core is nice and tight. I have not let go of the core being tight. Good, you guys. Good. You're here for 6. Woo. You're here for 5. Good. Last 4. You've got 3. Last 2. Keep reaching those sitting bones back. On your next one, you're going to hold those arms up and overhead. I'm going to turn to face you guys for this one. Okay, we're going to take some little steps out to the side. So we're going to take 2 steps to the right, bring it back, right back to the middle with 2 steps. Okay, 2 steps to the left. Stay nice and low in this squat, bringing it back to center. I'm not losing you guys on the camera, right? 2 steps to the right. Good, stay nice and low. 2 steps back to middle. 2 steps to the left. 2 steps right back to the middle. Good, stay nice and low. 2 steps to the right. Keeping that core nice and tight. 2 steps to the left. Good, on your next one, you're gonna hold it back at center and give me that little pulse one last time. That little pulse, right from the sitting bones, right from the center of the glute. Tiny, tiny little lift and lower. Whew. Good, you guys. You're here for 6. Good, for 5. Keeping those 10 toes on the floor. Good, we're not working through the heel. Last 3. Good, that entire sole of the foot. Last 1, hold. Isometric hold right here. Don't go anywhere. Just keep those arms up and overhead. Good, you're here for 8. For 7. For 6. For 5. Last 4, 3, 2, and bring it all the way up, guys. Whew, okay, here we go. I'm sweaty already. Okay, all right, guys. So we're gonna come into a side plank. We're gonna start down with our left forearm down, okay? So left forearm comes down onto your mat. You're gonna extend those legs out to the side, okay? So now my right foot can be right in front of my left foot for a little broader base of support, or you can stack those feet for a little bit more aggressive move, okay? Or you can always bring that bottom leg down to the floor and then lift up from there. So you've got that shin down, that bottom shin down on the ground, okay? So from here, we're gonna take that right arm up into the sky, and now that right arm is gonna sweep under the waistline. So we're gonna exhale. So we sweep that right arm under the waist. Good, keeping my shoulder over my elbow in that forearm plank, and then lifting all the way back up on that inhale. Exhale, sweep that right arm under the waistline. Inhale, up and overhead. Good, you've got 6 here. Good, you guys, you've got 5. Moving nice and slow. You're here for 4. Good, last 3, keeping those hips up. Good, stay lifted out of that left shoulder. Last 3. Good, you've got 2. Whew. Good, you guys, last 1. On your next one, you're gonna hold it right there. Give me a little pulse up, little pulse up. You're here for 6, for 5, woo, for 4. Good, for 3, for 2, and set those hips down. Ooh, I almost lost it on you guys for that one. All right, guys, we're gonna come into a 4-point kneel before we take that other side. Okay, so a little break from that side plank for a second. Bring your hands down onto the mat. You want your wrists under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, okay? We're gonna start with those toes turned under, okay? Because we're gonna come into a little hover. Now, before we do that, wrap those shoulder blades around the ribs, okay? Get those shoulders away from your ears. Draw that belly button up and in nice and tight.
On your inhale breath, you're gonna hover those knees 1 inch off the floor. Just hover, hold, hover and hold. Okay? Just breathing here, catching your breath. Good. Keeping those shoulders down. Give me that little dome between your shoulder blades, just like we did on the plank. Good, you're here for 4. Good, for 3. Last 2. Now we're gonna take a little walk. So our right foot, it's gonna tap in and take it out. Left foot, tap in, take it out. Right foot, tap in, take it out. Left foot, tap in, take it out. Good, those knees, they come right back under the hips. Good, tiny little walk. Just taking a little walk. Good, you should start to get a little shaky through those arms. You're here for 8. Good, you guys, for 7. Good, for 6. Good, last 5. Good, you've got 4. Whew. Good, last 3. Good, hold it, guys, you got it. You got this. Last 2. And last 1. And bring it all the way down. Stay in that 4-point kneel, okay? So we're gonna ditch the hover. No more hover. We're gonna stay down on that mat. So left leg is gonna stay down. Your hands are nice and glued underneath those shoulders, okay? We're gonna start working with that right leg, okay? Right leg. Right leg's gonna take a bent lateral raise. So we're gonna take that right leg up and out. Bring it all the way back underneath us. Inhale, up and out. Exhale, bring it back down. So it's a little lift and a little lower. A little lift, a little lower. So on this one, I want you guys to find a place where you're not lifting that knee so high that you dump all of the weight, all of your weight into that left leg that's on the ground, okay? You want to stay center. So it doesn't matter how high the leg comes. I want you to find the control from the core, okay? That control is coming from your core. So I want you to feel that right waistline help you lift that leg, okay? Whew. Good, you guys. Good, you're here for 4, nice and controlled. Good, you're here for 3. Good, last 2. Whew, I'm sweating, you guys. Good, on the next one, you're gonna hold it up. Tiny little pulse. 1 inch up and 1 inch down. Tiny little lift and lower, it's small. Whew. I don't know if I'm sweating so much because this is tough or if I'm just nervous. You guys are doing awesome. Keep that leg 1 inch up and 1 inch down. You're here for 4. Whew. You're here for 3. Good. Last 2. Good. On the next one, hold it up there. Let's take that right leg all the way out. That should feel good. And then bring that knee in towards your shoulder. Okay, extend that right leg all the way out. Bring that knee in. Good. Take it out. Again, keeping center with your weight. So you want an equal amount of pressure between both palms. Good. Tiny little extension. Good. You're here for 4. Good, you guys. Last 3. Last 2. Good, you guys. Hold the next one out there. We're going to take that leg back into parallel. We're going to do little rainbow arcs. Tapping the floor. Make a rainbow. Tap the floor. Make a rainbow, tap the floor. Make a rainbow, tap the floor. So you're arcing that leg up and over. When you tap that leg, bring it on the outside of that left foot. Good, up and over. Finding control through the right waistline, okay? Belly button is up and in. Good, if you need to take a moment and sit back, go ahead and take that moment, take that breather. Good, you're here for 4. Whew. Last 3. Good, we're gonna come into a very controlled move next. Last 2. Good, you guys, good, good, good. On the next one, you're gonna hold that leg up and back, okay? Right hand's gonna stay down, left shin is down. Your left arm, find your balance, is gonna come up and out. Good, from here, we're gonna open up that left arm, left leg, right leg opens like a little X, and then bring them back to center. Open them up, bring them back to center. Open, bring it back to center. Little open, little close. Core is super tight for this one, guys. You're here for 4. Whew. Last 3. Good. You've got 2. And bring it all the way back in. Whew. Go ahead and sit back. Roll out those wrists for a second. We're going to go right to the other side before we hit that forearm plank on the other side, okay? I am sweaty. Maybe next time I need a towel for this one. All right, so bring those hands down. Make sure those palms are dry. This is a good time if you're on carpet. Be a perfect spot for that. Okay, here we go. We're going to take that left leg out for that bent knee raise, okay? I'm going to face you guys for this one so you can see me. Okay, left leg works, okay? Inhale, open up that leg. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it back. So my core is tight. I'm finding a place where I stay centered with my weight, okay? You want equal pressure between both palms. Doesn't matter how high that leg goes. Control your leg lift from your core. Good. Nice, you guys. Good, keeping those shoulder blades down and around the ribs. You're here for 4. Whew. For 3. Good, last 2. Good, you guys, on the next one, hold it up. It's that little pulse now. And 1 inch down. I want you to feel this in your left waistline, okay? Draw that belly button up and in, nice and tight. Whew. That gets so much harder when that core is tight. Good, you're here for 6. We're gonna extend that leg in 5. Good, for 4. Last 3. Good, you've got 2. Good, hold it right there. Let's take that leg up and out. Good, it's nice long leg. Let's draw that knee in towards the shoulder and then bring it all the way out. Find center. Exhale, draw that knee in. Inhale, send it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, send it out. Good, my core is tight. Not dumping all of my weight into that right knee. I'm keeping it centered. Good, you're here for 4. Whew. Last 3. Good, you've got 2. Good, you guys. This is your last one. You're gonna hold that leg up there, out there. Let's take that little rainbow arc. So you're gonna rainbow on the outside of that right foot, and then bring it all the way up and over, tap on the outside of your left side body. All the way out and back. Little rainbow arc. So think about drawing a nice, beautiful rainbow with that back leg, okay? But my core is tight, so I'm not letting my low back dump like this, okay? Want to stay lifted and in control of that movement from the core. It's all coming from the center of my body. Good, you guys, you're here for 6. Whew. You're here for 5. Good, last 4. You've got 3. Last 2. Good, you guys, good, good, good. On the next one, you're gonna hold that leg up and back, okay? Find that parallel position. All 10 toes are shining towards the floor. Okay, we're gonna take that right arm up and out for that bird dog. Here we go. We're gonna open the arm, open the leg to the side, bring it all the way back to center. Open and extend like a little X, half of an X, and then bring it back in. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Whew, I'm pretty shaky. You're here for 2. Good, you guys, last one. And bring it all the way down. Okay, let's do that side plank, other side. Okay, right forearm's gonna go down for this one. Right forearm's down. All right, so right forearm's down. Now remember, you can stagger those feet for a little more support. You can stack them, that's gonna be most aggressive. Or you can bring that right leg down and then just lift up so you're on your right shin. Okay, so find your position. My mat's getting slippery. We're gonna lift up into that plank, okay? We've got that alignment of the right elbow underneath my right shoulder, and that's gonna stay like that. Take that left arm up and over, and now we're gonna sweep. Exhale, sweep it under. Inhale, bring it up and over. Exhale, sweep it under. Inhale, pick it up. Good, you're here for 6. Whew. Good, you're here for 5. Good for 4. Staying lifted. Lifted through that waistline. Last 3. Good, you've got 2. Good, you guys. Here we go. Hold the next one up there. Give me that little pulse. Little lift, little lower. It's tiny, tiny. It's coming from the top of the left waistline. You're here for 4. Whew. For 3. Good. For 2. And bring it all the way down. Nice job, you guys. Nice job. All right. All right, we're going to go on to our next sequence. So we're going to start with a bridge, okay? Getting a little bit more into the glute, still controlling from the core, all right? So you're going to lie down on your back. There we go. We're going to start with a straight, simple bridge. So I'm all the way down in supine. Arms are long and low by my side. My feet are lined up with my hips, okay? And they're pretty close to my body, all right? From here, we're going to hinge those hips straight up. So exhale, hinge them up. And then you're slowly going to roll from the back top of the spine all the way down to the mat. You're going to hinge it up, and then you're going to roll it back down through the spine. Good, hinge it up, and then like a string of pearls, you want to imagine the vertebrae rolling back down onto the mat, one vertebrae at a time. Good, hinging it up, rolling it down. Ooh, hinging it up, rolling it down. Good. On your next one, you're going to hold. We're going to hold that bridge up. Get those hip bones up nice and high. Core is tight. Arms are long and low by your side. We're going to start with that left leg. So left leg's going to come up and out, okay? It's at that nice diagonal. I'm not going to let my left hip dip towards the floor at all. We're going to take that long leg, and we're going to tap that heel, and then we're going to bring it back up. We're going to tap the heel, and then we're going to bring it back up. I didn't tap that first one. I didn't make it all the way down there. Good, and then bring it back up. So the challenge here is to keep those hips high. You want both hip bones on the same level, okay? So we're not letting that left hip dip down towards the floor. They're staying lifted. They're staying together. Both hip bones, they stay together. Good, you're here for 4. Good, feel the engagement through the back line of that right leg. You're here for 3. Last 2. Keep that entire right sole of the foot flat on the floor. Good, on the next one, you're going to hold that leg up there. Little pulse from your right hip. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. It's a little pulse, not touching the floor. I'm just giving a little lift and a little lower. Tiny little pulse. Good, you're here for 6. Good, you're here for 5. Good, for 4. Whew, last 3. Good, last 2. Hold it up there on your next one. Let's take that left leg. Now we're going to rotate like it's a skewer. Okay, you want to take that left leg and rotate that leg from the femur bone at the top of the hip. Okay, so the whole leg makes a swivel. External, back to parallel. External, back to parallel. Don't let those hips drop. Get them up there. You're here for 6. This is it. Keep those hips high. You're here for 4. Woo. Last 3. Good, you've got 2. And slowly roll it back down. Nice job. All right, before we take that other side, we're going to hit those abdominals a little bit. So you're going to lengthen, well, not like we've already been hitting the core the entire time, right? We're going to really target them heavy now, okay? So nice long supine position. You're going to bring those arms up and overhead. So you're one long line. Okay, from here, keeping those legs down, we're going to curl just the shoulder blades, and then we're going to roll it back down. We're going to exhale, curl the shoulder blades off the floor. Inhale, lengthen back out. Curl. Now as I curl, I maintain a little lift in my low back. Okay, that's my neutral spine. I want to hold that position as I curl. Okay, so very common, right? To press the low back into the floor to get higher. I don't want you to do that. I want you to keep a little lift in your low back. Okay, you're going to feel that shake. You're going to feel that shake a little bit more. Good, keeping those legs down. Good, so I keep my lift under that low back. Good, you're here for 6. Good, we're going to go for a hold. In 5. Exhale, 4. Inhale as you lower. For 3. Good, I have lots of space between my chin and my chest. Last 2. Good, you guys. On your next one, after this one, on your next one, you're gonna hold it up there. We're gonna take our right leg, we're gonna lift it. We're gonna bring it back down and still maintaining that little lift in my low back. Okay, it's a little lift and lower. A little reach with that leg, straight up. Good, keeping the shoulder tips of the shoulder blades are lifted. Good, you're here for 6. Woo. You're here for 5. Good, you're here for 4. Nice, you guys. Good, last 3. Good, you've got 2. Whew. Nice, guys, good. On the next one, you're gonna bring your right leg up, bring your left leg up too, bring your hands behind your head now. So you've got a little bit of extra support there. We're gonna lift, we've still got the curl. I've still got the little lift under my low back. We're gonna open those legs like a straddle, bring them back together. Open them up. Good, zip up those inner thighs to bring them back together. Good, open, low belly funnels down into that pelvis. Okay, good, little open and a little close. Woo, I'm cheeky. Good, you're here for 6. Good, you're here for 5. Good, you're here for 4. Last 3. I think I'm losing you guys. But anyway, all right, we were in those crunches, so I'm gonna stay right there and I'm gonna get you right back into it. So we were straddle crunching, so finding that nice long body again, finding that neutral spine, little lift in the low back. Find that curl, hands are behind the head, lift both legs up. Let's continue those little straddle crunches. Good, I'm in my curl and my legs are just opening and closing. We're here for 6. We're here for 5. Everybody got a nice little breather. We're here for 4. So now we're stronger than ever. We're here for 3. Good, last 2. On your next one, you're gonna hold that straddle, little pulses from that core, tiny little lift and lower. Good. Try to maintain that neutral spine. It's a little bit harder here. I know, you're here for 6. Good, you should feel shaky through those inner thighs. Good, you're here for 4. Last 3, we got that bridge on the other side. Last 2. Hold your next one, hold it lifted, just hold and breathe. I'm shaking like a leaf. You're here for 6. Woo, you're here for 5. Good, for 4. Last 3. Last 2. And bring it all the way down, guys. Nice job. Okay, here we go. Let's do that bridge other side. Let's hope I got you guys. Okay, that's good. All right, so arms are long and low. We're gonna work with the right leg this time. So we're gonna get into that bridge position. Inhale, lift it up. Get those hip bones high. Keep them here. Both of my hip bones are together. They're gonna stay together as I take my right leg all the way out nice and long. All right, here we go. Right leg, tap that heel to the floor and bring it back up. My hip does not drop. Good, tap, we find length. Length on the front of the body and bring it back up. Stay engaged. You should feel deep engagement from that left glute. Good, I am lifted, core is tight. Good, you're here for 6. We're almost done, you guys. This is it. You're here for 5. Whew. Last 4. Good, you guys, stay with me. Last 3. Don't get kicked off again, please. Last 2. Good, you guys. On the next one, you're gonna hold it right there. Little pulse from that left booty. Tiny little pulse. Little lift. Little lower. It's small. It's really small. I'm staying high. I'm not letting that right hip collapse. Good, stay up there. You're here for 6. Good, you're here for 5. Whew. Last 4. Good, we've got 3. Last 2. Hold your next one up. Let's take that right leg. Let's swivel it external, parallel, like it's a skewer. Okay, we want to toast that marshmallow. Your booty is the marshmallow. Let's toast it. All sides. Good. External, back to parallel. Stay lifted. Push a little higher for me because this is it, you guys. We stretch. In 6. Get a little higher. In 5. Good. Last 4. Good. You've got 3. Good, last 2. And take it all the way down, you guys. So good. Just take a minute, stretch out to a nice long body. Bring those arms up and overhead. Take a nice big breath in. And release. Nice job, you guys. Good. Once you're ready, come all the way up. Good. We're going to come into a child's pose. So come onto your hands and knees. Good. Sit those hips back. Stretch those arms out in front of you. Good. And then you can take those knees nice and wide. Let your chest hang between those knees. Let your head just hang between those shoulders. Find the release through the shoulders, the release through the hips. Whew, and just breathe. I'm pretty sweaty. I don't know about you guys. Good. I miss the reformer, but I have it here, but for you guys at home, these mat workouts, they're not any easier, right? Good, you guys. Once you're ready, come onto your hands and knees. Bring those hands directly underneath those shoulders again, knees underneath the hips. We're just gonna come into a nice little cat-cow. Make sure your toes are long and they're not turned under. Okay, just let your body start to relax. You're going to exhale as you curl up through the center of the spine. And then you're gonna inhale as you arc, looking up in front of you, letting the tailbone wag up behind you. Exhale, curl and lift through center. And then inhale, release, looking up in front of you, letting the tailbone wag up behind you. Exhale, curl. Inhale, slowly release. Good, you're here for 4. Whew. Last 3. Good, you guys, make this the last one. Exhale as you curl. Inhale as you look up and release. Good, you guys, come onto your feet. And we're just gonna get 2 big breaths. Whew. So standing with those feet just shoulder width apart. Inhale, big inhale up, bringing those arms overhead. Relax. Good, inhale up and over. And exhale, slowly release. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm so sorry I lost you at the tail end there. I think I lost you maybe even a couple times, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna figure out a better way. So I'm so happy you guys joined me today. Made my day better. I hope I made your day better. And I love you guys, okay?